Okay. Well, I'm back. I got my game not loaded yet. Why? Okay, launcher. There you go. Hot, 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 hot. Take it by the handle. God damn it. Got my tea. Got my cake. Also, my God, I just saw it. Oh God, I just saw it in the Steam, on the Steam library page. I have 3 out of, for a text game, 141 achievements. I mean, I'm not quite so sure what I should mean here. 141 achievements. Okay. And yeah, it actually does capture it. Nice. Okay. Because I actually did check in to see if because I needed to change it to Grim Dawn and to capture it beforehand. Okay. Well, I hope that there's none of those now. Wait, so because I said, yeah, the VOD has detected that there were some copyright sounds. Didn't I play Sonata Arctica yesterday already? Was it a not copyrighted one? That can't be. And apart from that, I did play some other songs that I would have guessed. Not by big studio guys, but whatever. I'm not even quite sure who they are licensed with, probably not Nuclear Blast. So yeah, whatever. I'm guessing that it still just mutes a part of your VOD and not the whole thing, right? So we should be fine. And yes, so I do capture this. And since I needed to capture content from Grim Dawn beforehand, and it didn't work the other way around, but it works this way around, which is really nice. So, very chill music, although I'm guessing that we are not having much chill today. At least not where I stopped. At least not if I can trust my Mystique power that I have taken. I've taken traits Mystique and Kinai. And can I pet the dog? You can pet the dog in Scarlet Hollow. Wow, only 39% of players actually did pet the dog. That is weird. That is almost weird. Of course you see a dog, you don't ask the owner, you just pet the dog. Why would you ask for owner's permission? Nobody can own a dog. Do you really think you own a dog? No. The only thing everyone owes the dog is pets. Anyways, yeah, the good news is outside the thunderstorm was not so bad and is basically over, so yeah. But the bad thing about that obviously is where's the atmosphere? Where's the ambiente? And yeah, very cute, nice. Well, I mean, there's something in this, but yeah, music kind of making me nostalgic of the beginning of the game. I don't want to get into it. Oh no, I don't want to ruin it with horrible stuff happening with me progress. But okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get through this together, right, Rintier? We'll totally get through this together. I promise you. We'll drill into this case. By the way, the the title is just so that nobody expects something wrong. The title is just in like there has been so much talk and so much about revisiting the literature works of of Arthur Conan Doyle, of Ursula Le Guin, of Karl Dahl, of I'm not even quite sure who else. But yeah, so basically that it is appropriate for the times and that there is sensitivity reading. I can't say I'm necessarily a fan of it. To some degree, it is. I do understand it as a nice gesture to keep people safe, and somehow you gotta change things and like yeah. But I don't think that is the way that you want to change it. But the one author that actually would absolutely profit from sensitivity reading, for some reason, that one they don't fucking touch. Well, okay, because it's also by now free work. But yeah, the Cthulhu myth, or like everything of him. I don't know what he had with, but I mean, the author was a absolute homophobe, racist, absolutely, chauvinist of its time. Although there's no women in his works, just women are just not happening with Lovecraft. He just doesn't write women. But the one that could profit from it would be Lovecraft's work with Cthulhu myth and his works where he is obviously constantly trying to describe what is alien to him and what feels weird to him, and obviously not just in the setting but with his ideology seeping in. Everything, no matter what, and every book, and like multiple times a page sometimes, is queer. Like constantly, this is queer, that is queer, you are queer. Because yeah, being queer. So for back then that was a usual word to use, just like when gay meant happy. But obviously with him, queer is a negative connotation. This is queer. Well, he wanted to express, oh yeah, this uneasy feeling that you get from this queeriness of the of the people that are just not fitting in your particular bubble, or for the time in your particular ideology, which is heavily with Lovecraft heavily influenced by, like I said, racism and race theory of superiors and inferiors. So that could really profit from it. Unfortunately, that nobody cares about. Because like it's not just about sensitivity. It is just literally, he has a very, like, obviously it is not just a myth, but also how he expresses it, how he builds up tension. Like, he is a great writer, or was a great writer, or like, still his writing does hold up in inflicting horror. But still, this constant, this is queer, that is queer, and like that multiple times a page even. Like his writing itself could profit from, you know, a little bit of changing there. It is also with what is, like I said, gay and the scoundrels and blah, where you by nowadays standard have to say, well, would you say scoundrel? Is that really, you know? Okay, so everyone will die. We have already seen that. I'm gonna get my controller ready for when I have to blend out the text boxes, because like I said, this was only possible with the controller. Oh, wait. There we go, load. We wanted to load, I mean, I should have probably saved earlier just to have, you know, just to have that from where we met her, because that is such a nice conversation. But I mean, I can get to that. Yeah, yesterday we ended at 4:38. I would say we are just gonna stream. Hey son, welcome back. Rinty left me, sad. Joey left me, sad. But you're here to experience it, so you have missed nothing. I streamed Grim Dawn beforehand. So I would say I'm trying to see if my voice holds out so that we can do another 4:38 stream. Loading will lose unsaved progress. Are you sure you want to do this? Wait, so... Okay, wait, so... I fucked up. Let me just see. Have you been carved to pieces by a hipster yet? Well, it's a nice cave carving. But I do want to say no. I am trying to stall for as long as possible to not ruin the feeling that we had when the game started. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play that beginning again because it was so sweet. Okay, so this time, load. I just want to load this. Let's get it going. Like I said, I had high hopes for the thunderstorm outside because it was the first day in like 3 weeks that we... Were you not there yesterday? I thought you were there yesterday. Wait, son, were you there yesterday? What did I do yesterday? When was yesterday? Was I yesterday? Huh. Yeah, the game is fantastic. Well, at least I thought so. Like, I definitely loved it. You can watch the VOD. But, yeah... I had fun with it, and I did not want it to end. I did not want the horror to start. And we literally now ended when the horror was about to start, because I was yesterday like, okay, then. I do not want to get to it. It was a perfect little stream. Like, even the music, from super chill to this. But yeah, so I had high hopes for the thunderstorm outside because it was the first nice weather in 3 weeks, and instantly it went to, oh yeah, by the way, you don't get nice things. No, it's April. And predictably didn't return. Yeah, I also predicted that you got murdered, but you know, that happens to the best of us sometimes. Wait, by 6? I thought you wanted to get coffee. That's basically the same thing, right? So, Mystical. So I took the traits that you probably know then. I took the traits Mystical and Keen Eye. So Mystical, that sound wasn't meant for human ears. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. But I would have still not liked, or liked to not be here, out in the woods. Oh god. There's no turning back now. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Skunk Ape! Mordear, please tell me that was a raccoon. I would feel much safer with a raccoon, oh god. No, I would not feel much safer with raccoons. Okay, look. I'm just going to warn you. How do we warn her better? Probably with everything else went quiet. Nah, I wanna keep my mystical touch over this. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me, and let's check this out. I don't want Stella to... I don't want anything to happen to Stella. I have had her for 3 hours in one stream, and if anything happened to her, I would still keep Gretchen, but... yeah. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight in the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. No. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit, yeah. That is no tumor, huh? I'm guessing it must be maybe 2 or 3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north, so let's go after it. What have you gotten me into? Every time someone says a flashlight, I hear flashlight, and I hate it. Well, and whose fault is that? Well, what would you rather have people call the flashlight then? Wouldn't that be the more normal thing to actually change? It is already just a description for something else, so... The fuck contraption? The milk tube? Oh yeah, perfect. But now that we have found something... I was on board with this whole cryptid hunting thing. Back when I thought it would just be a spooky jaunt in the woods. I never thought we'd actually, like, find something. Jaunt, so I gotta keep that down. I've never heard that either. Now's not the time to hesitate. If we are catching this thing, we gotta go now. Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Uh-oh. Oof. Oh god, the monster has got you. We are gonna die out here. Oh good, the monster will get you first. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. Don't go near that. Jesus, Stella, don't go near that. That thing is diseased. Don't worry, I'm not gonna touch it. Not with my hands, at least. And hey, I'm sorry that this is turning out to be so grisly. I swear it's not normally like this. We can go home after I film this, if that's what you want. Yes, please, or say nothing. I don't want to look like a wuss in front of her. Although I'm already doing that constantly. So not that it would make a difference, but I'm definitely not committed to this. Don't worry about me, I can keep going. Nah, I can never keep going. Nope. No, 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 no. Well, let's have her decide. You say nothing as Stella starts a closer examination of the bird. Ahem. It seems we have found one of Duke's chicken, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. So, like, if she gets freaked out herself, we'll probably go, right? Could be a tumor, could be something else. I mean, it looks like just one of her eggs. I mean, it looks like alien, but it could just be an egg. Imagine if that could happen to chickens. That it just birthed like... I mean, chickens eat everything, so it's just like a, oh yeah. And the egg just hatches inside the chicken and they're just being eaten from the inside. And then it bursts out of the stomach. Oh. Maybe it just ate a stone. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that? Oh, Duke. Good. You can get murdered for us. Thank you very much. Although I actually do like him as well, but whatever. Why do the shadows want my wallet? What in Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Then I tell you to... Bertie? Oh, Bertie. What's wrong, darling? Good God. Did you all see what did this to her? Why would I ever pick this? No, but I'm pretty sure we can hear them. We didn't see whatever did this to your bird, but I think we can hear them right now. Oh, don't tell me. You're all caught up in Stella's nonsense. Duke, I'm so sorry. We were on the trail when we found her, like this. Put that camera away. For God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Bertie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she is like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear what Steve said? I think they are coming closer. Come out, you sons of bitches! Duke, don't shoot them. Wait, we have no idea what will happen. You hear it, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Your girls? This is just something that they have backwards recorded, right? Come on, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. Where's Gretchen looking? As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Quick, they are closing in on us. Look, Gretchen is a dog. It can probably... But Stella will not forgive me if I'm letting go of the dog, right? But does it seem like she wants to run away? She doesn't even have... Is a pug able to tuck her tail in? I think that is just another one of those... Oh my god, the agony of these things. They are not even able to do that to show when they are afraid. So it probably isn't excited. It's still afraid, just unable to actually control their body. But okay, I'm gonna try for the flashlight. Ooh, would you look at that? You dive to the flashlight and swing your body towards the woods. Ooh. I said aim the damn thing, quick! Well... That is just, some gamer who hasn't seen the light outside for a few weeks. Light up the woods. Perfect! What the hell? Ooh. Just grazed it? No, you did actually shoot right at it. But that should make it pretty easy to track, eh, Stella? Yeah. A blood trail is pretty hard to miss. Guess we know it wasn't mountain lions after all. Though it didn't look like any cryptid I've heard of either. This is gonna be one hell of a video. As your heartbeat settles, you realize that Gretchen stopped tugging at your leash. You look down, only to find an empty harness and the paw prints of a runaway dog. Wait, where's Gretchen? Where's my dog? If we stayed out of here, something terrible would happen. She's just an animal. Wow, that is cruel. Yeah, ripped doggo, huh? I had to make a choice. Well, I mean, I still have the leash, so it... I mean, this is also, like, Mystical does not care. See, that is why I have Keen Eye, so that I can be sympathetic. So I would actually like it if my Keen Eye would have then... you know, tempered with the Mystical here. I feel like we had that yesterday when I had the stacking information. So like here, or the stacking options, here it would also have been good if Keen Eye and Mystical, so I can see her, you know, obviously being afraid for her dog and irritated by that. So, you know, if my Mystical power is already not looking out, it would also get them to believe me, I guess. But I'm gonna go with my... Okay, I've taken Keen Eye to be empathetic, so guess I'm just gonna choose it like this. Because the other one just seems too harsh. And she did slip out of her harness. I did not go off the leash. It's in a better place now. It probably hunts the monster with all of its pugness. She must have slipped out of her harness. I'm so sorry, Stella. I tried to hold on to her. Gretchen, I'm coming for you. I'll be damned if I let her chase after those things alone. Alone you have no choice but to follow Duke and Stella into the darkness. Guess. Well, I guess this is it then. You think to yourself, a coward to your core. As the dark of the night surrounds you, the sound of a snapping branch cuts into your ears. If you're going to die, it might as well be on your feet, surrounded by other people, rather than in the woods alone, by monster or slow starvation. You steal your nerves and run after Duke and Stella. Oh, look, there's more. As you push deeper in the woods, the unearthly sounds once more surround you. Guys, do you need some gamer juice? I mean, quite frankly, they don't look necessarily very scary. And that we can actually see them clearly, because I thought, oh, I dive for the flashlight, but now we are seeing them clear as day anyways. So I thought this was a very slow build up, and I just now would get a glimpse of like a limb or something, claws, whatever. But now we are seeing them anyways, so yeah, it's some humanoid things. Are you trying to get us lost? Slow down. They seem more like some sort of yokai thing. Hot dogs. I think we are almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. Lord, that smell. Oh, it is ejecting it. Oh, look. And also, ooh, would you look at that? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that... no wonder. And that's a breeding station, yes. No wonder that beforehand woods were quiet. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you, Stella, and Duke stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. Oh, still dying. At the edge of it all, an immobilized Gretchen gurgles in pain as one of the creatures looms over her. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. Gretchen! As Stella steps towards the nest, Duke pulls her back. They got her. We have to put her out of her misery. This isn't over. We can still save her. I think Mystical is... we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have seen any of this. Damn. The kid is right, Stella. They are circling us because they are protecting their brood. Or whatever it is they have been planting in our animals. We have to get the hell out of here while we still can. Yeah, you're right. But Jesus Christ, I can't leave Gretchen like that. Duke, give me your gun. You're not thinking about... She's my dog, Duke. I'll just put her out of her misery. Not the one that is happening right now, but... I'm gonna correct those last 19 years. I knew it wasn't right. I knew an existence like that shouldn't have been permitted if there was any God in heaven. We humans should have never tampered with nature like that. We can't save her, but I'll be damned if we leave her behind to suffer like the rest of these animals. Well, I mean, does it make a difference? I'm gonna say nothing to this. Stella grabs Duke's gun and takes careful aim. Phoop. Old Yella. Nice. Run! Yeah, sudden Stephen King crossover, right. As soon as the gun fires, you, Stella, and Duke sprint back through the woods. The unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest nipping at your heels. In the highest branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they are all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. I mean, scary enough. Scary enough. No. I mean, at least they're coming closer, you can see that. Oops. Like, I'm one of them. From this angle, I'm actually just one of them already. You know, when you are in Rome... Quick, my truck's down this way. Ooh, hello there. You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. You've stolen from them, Duke. You have to give them back what's theirs. Steve's right, Duke. Bertie, she's part of the brood now. Is this what you want? Is this what you want, you sons of bitches? Fine, take her. Take her and leave us be. Duke, get in the truck. Let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I can just walk. These creatures left. I'll be fine. Wait, what? Get in the truck. Let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I can just walk. These creatures left. I'll be fine. What? That was quick. Stella, now's really not the time. Alright, I can do this. Just shaved my head yesterday. You squeeze into Duke's tiny 2-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. Keen eye, Stella is quiet and stiff next to you. Her shoulder rigid as she squeezes in the tiny cab. That was fun! How are we supposed to get on with our life, knowing that something like this is out here lurking? Car sickness, huh? I mean, I guess I have to play one where we pick all of those, huh? Well, that was something, eh? Where we play as Bully McGuire. Well, I'm sorry about Gretchen, but the other one lost 3 chickens. So how does Puck weigh up against chickens? How much is the conversion rate that I have to say, oh, I'm also sorry about the chickens? Sterilize the adrenaline boner. Sounds great. Well, that sounds fun. That was terrifying. Damn straight it was terrifying. Scariest thing I've ever seen. I can't say I'll be looking forward to going back in the woods anytime soon. But life will find a way to go on. I've got livestock to protect, and a state fair waiting for me and my boy. I like that whatever this was terrifying, so That is the next step. Like, I do have to say, that is the first thing where I'm, again, with the horror, it is kind of getting worse. Like, beforehand it was all very logical, and I mean, it wasn't hard to be logical, but because it was just super nice. And now, like, this conversation feels weird. It feels very weird. But maybe they are shaking up, who knows. But I hate to actually having to defend a game. At least like this. It don't matter what kinds of critters are out there in the woods. There are still things that have to get done. I'm so sorry about Gretchen. She doesn't respond. Give her space to grieve, Steve. There'll be plenty of time for talking when that's what she wants to do. Why so glum? I thought you wanted to find cryptids. Shouldn't you be overjoyed? Well, let's explore then. She jumps slightly at your touch, but remains focused on the wilderness, rolling past the window. You let the silence continue, staring out in the road ahead. Every now and then, you spot what look like pale, anguished faces, peeking out from between the trees, before vanishing back into the underbrush. Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime. But Jesus, Mary and Joseph... what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them. But I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. Huh. I'd better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Bo. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but... well, no point in talking about the butts. Just look out for yourselves. Can you take me home? And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Exactly as I planned. First we have to get rid of the dog. Look, I would have never had a chance. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally have reception again. Who? Where the hell did you go? Why is this never showing time? 10:30. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I didn't think Tabitha would be so needy. Oh, I think I'm in trouble. It's nothing important. Well, huh. She doesn't seem so much worried as... well, I think I'm in trouble. That's a lot of text and missed calls from you-know-who. Maybe Tabby's just worried about you. God, what a mess this night's been. Okay, Stella, why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? Yeah, exactly. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask Duke if you could walk back? Did she lose both her parents to a car crash. I mean, I would wonder about that. I also find it interesting that I have explore options and normal options. Like normally you would just then have explore options and that would be where it spreads off, but you know what? I think I might be able to catch a little more sleep. I'm gonna put my tablet and take it to bed. Oh, that is nice. That is nice of you to tuck me in. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna keep the sweet horrors running. Don't worry. I'll find more voices that will groan to you in the deep, moist dark about all of the flashlights. So, yeah, have sweet dreams. Don't smoke your caffeine in bed. But yeah, thank you for coming around, stopping by. I'm gonna enjoy my cake a little bit more. That's it. I have another at least 1.5 hours ahead of me. The hard streaming work. You wouldn't get it. But yeah, enjoy your bed, dude. Have a good one. And well, if not, then tomorrow. So what should we go with though? I would think I'm like that is what I immediately want to know. I just don't like cars is all. They're rolling death machines, if you ask me. Sorry if I weirded you out. Okay, so let's see if I can have explore options afterwards. I wanna test it now with one that doesn't seem to like nothing will really come out of this, right? So I wanna see if I can still have explore options because I can take one explore option and then I have other explore options left. But does it work the other way around as well? What do you make of everything we saw? I don't know. I haven't seen or read about anything like this. Although maybe we have got to find out more about these things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now, before it gets any later. Sure, why not? Let's keep the nightmare going. You can talk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed. I should check in on Tabitha, I guess. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up the mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. When you put it like that, how can I say no? Cool, let's go. I'm still sure she is behind all of that somehow. That Mothman Cthulhu shirt that she has, it's just a font. Gretchen? No. That devil in somewhat badly dressed dog's clothing. Yeah. She wanted to transport it there. She wanted to feed the creatures. She wanted to lure me in. Yeah. No, that was how it was. Yeah. I hope she's still awake. Stella knocks on the door. Keen eye. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Oh, well, that is... Yeah, also those eyes. Those damn eyes. He has keen eyes as well. Stella, I think someone's watching us. She turns to look. Steve! Damn Steve! Jesus! Welcome home! No, my only true home is Steve Town! Mystically, you're finally back where you belong. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone and the music disappears. That's nice. Disappeared in the shadow of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mr. Forsyth. This is Steve. Is it okay if we come in? You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable and you feel small and almost naked in her presence. She has the face of a pug. There is something about her that's far beyond you, but you feel no threat, no malice. That's what my keen eye tells me. And then the moment passes, and you see only the middle-aged woman before you. Of course, you're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Whew, that was scary. Tea is life. Wow, that is one angry looking kid. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Steve. I was sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she has been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl-Ann has gone as well. Poor? I don't know. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Explore item. Offer Sybil your boiled peanuts. I mean, she can make better use of it. You hold out your bag of peanuts, give to Sybil, she offered you instead tea, after all, and it's only polite to offer something in return. Yeah, that is exactly the face. Oh dear, what is that? Oh my, thank you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid it's far too late for me to have something so salty. Who was it outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. I don't need to be worried? That is a very clear answer that I did not expect. I expected more of like, oh yeah, there was someone, huh? How do you know my mom died? Oh, Pearl-Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of. Bless her heart. You knew her? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. I've never met Pearl-Ann. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. Oh, that's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. I think we need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and tilts the screen towards Sybil. One of your little videos. Oh my! Where was that? Up in the mountains, to the northwest. Within the town limit? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I would need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Karnika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. How old are we if that is... Okay. Oh, unicorn! Keen eye. Kanika's door is covered with stickers. Their edges... I did not need a keen eye for that. Their edges are frayed from recent, but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, it's Stella. Hey, Stella. And a stranger. I'm stranger. What are you doing in my house? I bring danger. You hold out your boiled peanuts. Generosity is the best way to make new friends. No! Tabitha's cousin. Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend here have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Yeah, I don't need to see the whole dildo collection. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Shouldn't you tell it to your mother? There's a lot of dead and sick animals on the recording. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. What? Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? Did you film it? Was that Gretchen at the end there? At the end? I thought we had more filmed. Stella, where's Gretchen? She didn't make it. Well, she's not asking me. I feel like some silence in the room could be needed. She didn't make it. I feel like that is kind of a kind of an option of I'm gonna piss someone off with this. I mean, I don't want to put, like, you know, I'm probably gonna piss Stella off anyways. This will haunt me. But is it my fault? I mean, she didn't make it. Stella, I'm so sorry. It's okay, I'm fine. I just want to know what did this to her. Unfortunately, if these creatures are what I think they are, what happened to Gretchen is but the start of something far more sinister. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on, this is serious. Stop scaring Skella and Steve with the... I thought the scariest thing in here were my peanuts. With this Telepo crap? She just lost her dog. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. Oh? But just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchling congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, they have clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika, this is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out, not after what we saw. Well, I'm doing my horror roundup for this stream. And we have just found the ditchlings that are completely harmless to humans, so don't worry. And the stranger we saw with the glowing eyes that came straight from the grave, don't worry about that, that was just nobody. And the dead dog and the things with the eggs breeding out of them, that was just omens at best and worst. So yeah, I'm doing good. So we're having tea for life. If you don't drink your tea, you can't ward off the ditchlings. That and my smelly peanuts. You saw that nest. What were those growths? Kanika has a point, Stella. Don't buy into his magic nonsense. Yeah. No, that looked normal. Maybe they are making more of themselves. Yeah, maybe. What we are seeing here is some sort of parasitic larval stage. Part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there. Not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that will clear this up. Yeah, see Luna just waking up. Sun just going to bed. I'm just basically coming and going to from one bed to another. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It will help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Steve get some rest. I ran him ragged today, with all the hiking and running through the woods in Terra. Oh, Stella, you can do that with me anytime. I just wanna go home. Thank God, let this miserable night finally end. No, I can keep going. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what he called them? That's right. You go on home now, and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe your soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Steve. Steve out. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the night getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. She just sends us out to the stranger again. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. Well, that's what I like to hear. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Well, that'll be a great replacement for Gretchen. I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conniption. Hell yeah, sleepover. Thanks, I'm terrified of seeing Tabitha. Yeah, that is probably. Hell yeah, sleepover. I mean, I guess I could be positive, but I mean, we have been very generic so far, especially with the mystique. It feels like, being able to foresee the horror stuff. It feels very much that I'm constantly the generic horror character of calling out the obvious. Well, maybe not so obvious, but since we know there's horror in this. But yeah, Tabitha would make us sleep alone in a room anyways, so yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I can't say I was looking forward to it. Slumber party. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. Make yourself at home. Oh. Are you going to be okay after what happened with Gretchen? Didn't have to do all this. Well, I mean, you kind of got me into this. Well, who was that guy? Mystical and keen eye. Nice. Who was that guy outside of Sybil's? People usually don't get to jump on me like that. Or don't get to jump on me like that. And there was something about his presence that made me... that almost made me hard. That almost made it hard to breathe. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know that guy. I think he works in the mine. It might be worth looking into him. Wayne? What do you make of all this? Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Those creatures are out there, and they are doing something horrible to the local wildlife. I know that some of things Sybil said were a little wild, but if she is right, and they are an omen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever brought them here before it happens. Couldn't hurt to poke around. I have the time, agreed. Oh, and nice! And it locked that out, but now it actually I can ask. Are you going to be okay after what happened with... I'll be okay, Steve, but I don't want to talk about it right now. Well, you didn't have to do all this. You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use. I should probably try to call Tabitha. Right, she's probably like to know you're not dead. Get some rest, Steve. I'll see you in the morning. You pull out your phone and call your cousin. It rings for a moment before she picks up. Where the hell have you been? Hey, do you know someone named Wayne? I employ over 100 people. I am sure I know a Wayne. Okay. Well, hi, Tabby. Ah, so you met Stella then? That explains everything. Wait, what? Okay, that has to be reworked. That at least loopers, you know, so that she scolds me, and then I have to pick another option that gives Stella away. But this definitely didn't feel right. Welp. But still, yes. So I met Stella. That explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seemed like something that happened to someone else. Though, you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you are safe and you're warm. And since we do know that they actually don't do anything to us, like, I mean, once it starts, but for now, we are completely safe anyways, so, hey. The events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. Girlfriend. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. And we have still more chapters to go, so yeah. From behind closed doors, you can faintly hear the sound of quiet sobs. Ooh, animation. So this is the end of the first chapter, I take it? Well, there's a hole in the ground. That is... Well, I mean, it is short before Halloween, and so we are sticking around until Halloween, so... I mean, that is a little bit cliché. Were those claw marks? Oh, we have gotten through the tutorial, right? This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. Ditchling, Steve from Blue's Clues. If you'd like to continue with the world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2? No. I mean, I'm somewhat interested, but yeah, good. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you're safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond, and you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you as you carried Gretchen's poor little body into the underbrush. A knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed doors of your bedroom. Where the hell is Steve? Oh, hey Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. No, I'm just here to check on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. What, apart from my schlong out, I'm fully dressed? Quietly hide under the covers. Well, she can wait. Are you sure you don't want to visit for a bit? If you don't have to run around being the big boss this week or for all weeks. You should let yourself. I'm fine, thanks. Steve, I know you're here. Where the hell are you hiding? Steve isn't here right now. There's only Carl. You must think you're so funny. I'm coming in. You better be decent. Your cousin burst through the door, irate. Sorry, Steve. Morning. How you sleep? What exactly did the two of you get up to last night? Well... Gosh, I don't know. We went up to the woods to film a video. Never mind, I don't actually want to know. What I do want to know is why on earth you decided to blow me off to spend the night with a stranger. Well, you see... Ghost tracks, San Antonio. Tabitha leaves in a huff, leaving you and Stella to follow her back into the living room. School for pets. Yeah, that's a lot of dog stuff. Look, last night was a lot, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods, and I don't think anyone in this world, in this room, wanted Steve walking up that mountain alone last night. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. You're not in high school anymore. Yeah, right. Alright. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? This really isn't a hill worth dying on. I'll give you two some space. Thanks. You've been in town for less than a day and my stress is already through the roof. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever. That checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. From now on, you are back at this date by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. I go where I'm supposed to go, and something told me that this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, oh yeah, you're not my boss. You can't run off as soon as I get here and told me different standards. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. No, I'm very mystique. Just text me, okay? I've spent more time than I would have liked coming down here, and I have an incredibly busy day ahead of me. Oh, she took that really well. I expect to see you back at this day tonight. You hear Stella's voice called from another room. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Ooh, why does she look so? Tabby's her size. You're relentless. We'll see. But don't get your hopes up. Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby. She's totally blindsided me. Oh, well, whatever. I'm happy I stayed here. Oh, Steve, you old charmer. Yeah, who knows what could have happened if you had gone back last night. Anyway, sorry for that rude awakening. I had been up for a little while, but I was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now, and we've got a full day ahead of us, if we're going to get the bottom of this. I want to ask the other miners about Wayne. Do we have to look into this stuff? What if we just skip town and dry things out? I get it, we are facing the unknown and that's spooky. But is that really an option? Tabitha's not driving you out of here. The bus isn't coming until Monday. You can sit here and wait for something terrible to happen, or we can try to stop it. What will it be? If this goes terribly wrong, I reserve the right to say I told you so. I guess after what happened though, that would be a little bit harsh, right? Like, if nothing happened and we are just looking at it and go like, oh yeah, well, then it is a fine joke. But like this, I feel maybe getting to the point of I told you so is harsh. You're right. What's the game plan? Yeah, glad you're on board. Anyway, first things first, I was planning on swinging by the library. Kanika's got a head start on us. It looks like she's already there. Oh, that reminds me. Let me set up a group chat. What's your number? You and Stella exchange numbers. Stella, unknown number. Ah, okay. Stella to you and Kanika, it reads group chat. Hopefully we can find out more about ditchlings from some of the older local books around there. I have also got a couple of threads cooking on my cryptid forums, but who knows if they'll pan out. Anyway, daylight's burning, so let's roll out as soon as you finish getting dressed. Can I eat first? Don't worry about it, I have packed all sorts of snacks for the day, and Oscar totally won't mind if we eat at the library. Alright, but those snacks better be good. As if you even need to worry. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remains of Scarlet Hollow, once bustling Main Street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare, both from the chill in the morning air and the all-too-present memories from everything that you witnessed last night. You see that building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Well, it's also the Town Hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. I guess this town is not what it used to be. It never is in horror games. Oh, hey. Morning, Stella. And same to you, Steve. I have seen the photos, the pictures in your home, old lady. And I see his chest hair hanging out even more than usual. I know what is going on here. Speak of the devil. Wait, that is a weird phrase for you. We were just talking about you. Coming from Stella's, huh? Did you all have a slumber party? Sorry y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I really can't stop to chat. It will take me a bit to set up, so if you wanna catch up with folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done. I mean, I do wanna say that, but nah. Feels also rude to just go nah. Well. Cool. See you soon. Oh, she always has time to chat. And I don't think I've ever seen her without Gretchen. Is she feeling okay? Oh, Stella and Steve just got up to a bit of trouble last night, that's all. Okay, and how do you... You can't just drop something like that and leave me hanging. What happened, Steve? If Stella didn't say anything, then it's probably not my place to share. I'm traumatized? Jeez, Nozimat, I hardly know her. I mean, there's a reason why she won't actually tell him, right? So, yeah. I guess I should let Stella tell it. Okay, I guess that's fair. I hope everything's okay. I'll tell you what. I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend. Maybe it will calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears, but no pressure. Anyway, it's up to you. See you around, Steve. See you, Sybil. Take care, Avery. Alright then, keep your secrets. Nice achievement. I see, you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. See? The game actually acknowledged what I thought. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning. if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can help you, be of any help. We both know that there is something horribly wrong about this place. How are you so calm? Don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. We all have our parts to play in this. Yeah, the mystique seems to be also about, yeah, I'll be in the places where fate wants me to be in. So I guess she is just like also going with the flow. I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things, and then both get brutally murdered. I am looking forward to it. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe, Steve, and God bless. Stella said you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. I guess I want to go to the general store first because I have not been there and I don't necessarily want to be confronted in the diner again about telling the truth. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Pulled from the Scarlet mine. Ooh! Authentic rocks! Please, they have minerals. No, also the tea is closed. The founders. Ooh. Pepsi, beer. Offer your boiled peanuts. You should leave town. There are monsters in the woods. Hi, I'm Steve. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or... He sighs. I guess, yeah. Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips, I don't care. Won't Kanika get mad? Well, she shouldn't have left me in charge while she is off doing whatever. If Kanika cares about running this place right, she can hire someone else and let me live my life. She inherited the store, and I don't want to keep getting suckered into working here just because I'm her brother. We make most of our money on bulk orders anyway. A bag of chips doesn't make a difference. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. Grab a bag of salt and vinegar chips from a nearby shelf. It will sustain you in the coming days. Cool. You're done here. Hey, you want some peanuts? Now quite pungent bag of peanuts. Curls his lips in disgust and returns to his phone. Hi, I'm Steve. I just got to town yesterday. Yeah, I know. Mom told me. You got any games on your phone? Miles. Games. You probably haven't heard of them. Well, see ya, Miles. Miles doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. Sticky fingers? What do you mean, sticky fingers? He literally told me, and they're not even really losing money. Like, they would have gone bad anyways, right? Swing by the diner. I mean, I find it interesting that we can skip stuff. So I'm actually gonna say I'm gonna skip stuff. Oh, that looks... What the heck happened here? You enter a former town hall. Reading adventure, nice. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh, hey, you made it. You head over to Stella and Kanika's table to settle in. Glad you found the place. Hey Steve, you look tired. Snitch on Miles. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. You can't just tell somebody that they look tired. It's just because I've left my makeup kit with Tabitha. Actually, I'm pretty amped up. Some creepy old guy with a real estate scheme and a bad costume is at least a little more believable than monsters and curses. That would honestly be a relief at this point. Anyway, I guess we should get started. Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. Offer some pungent peanuts. Gesture of friendship and good faith. I don't know what to say. Is this a gift? I'm allergic to peanuts. No serious allergic. They give me a rash. Why are they looking so... Oh my god, you didn't just do that. Hey Oscar, this is Steve. You know, Tabby's cousin. I mean, quite frankly, I do hate to introduce myself with, oh hi, I'm that and that. But just holding a bag of peanuts as a greeting, and then other people do the work for me. You know, Tabby's cousin? Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's strong. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. And it's basically a museum as well. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. You all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into any trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs out with. They are good kids at heart. I'm sure they are just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. That's the problem. Teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. Oh, I know that from somewhere. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. Well, let's just say... Also, look at Di Madoka. That's nice. Say nothing. Yeah, that is also, more than any of the ditchlings, that is the sign of great disaster and malice. Well, I'm gonna say nothing. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not safe, as it usually is around here. Is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. I do like, though, that the game doesn't punish me for shutting up for a moment. At least I hope it doesn't. I always value it when, you know, you can let another person have some bit of breathing room or just be an observer. That's actually why we came in here today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They are a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kinda look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Look how peaceful it looks. It looks like a Ghibli movie thing. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disaster this region typically falls prey to. Okay, yeah, no, that's, should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. I'm pretty sure Stella barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in the woods. If I were you, I would keep my loved ones close in the coming days. I mean, that is the right expression, though. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Don't mind Steve. He has been hanging out with Stella too much. Okay. Yeah, no, that is actually fine, calling me out for my mystic power. I do like that. I do appreciate that. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than she's already gone. They've already planted the eggs inside her. She's already one of them. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. But we know she is already in trouble. Thanks, Kanika. And Steve, if you tell me weird stuff like that again, I'm gonna beat you up and throw you out of here. If you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad was worried about her? Is worried about her. Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. I mean, it's a good starting point. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Now begins the real horror. Reading. Sorry. Just one moment. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. So many subscribers. I actually have 3 subscribers. That's amazing, dude. That is awesome. It feels awesome. Alright. This is gonna be so much faster with the two of you here to help me out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Flip through Veins of Scarlet, a history of the Scarlet Hollow mines. Oh. I think there should be like a third option. Appalachian folk monsters. Reading is for suckers. Let Kanika and Stella do the work for you. See that? That looks sufficiently terrifying. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars. Exacerbated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to the bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, I like the word bustling, although I always thought it was buzzing. But okay, I like bustling. And overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region, culminating in the tragedy collapse of 1918. It was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the death of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. 160, that's a lot. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son, Theodore, his brother, Enoch the Fifth Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. Wait, who was left then? The other four Enochs. Silas Scarlet, soldier woodsman leader. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history. One of 12 siblings. Okay, then I know. And not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness, for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. For one, that. For the other, yes. Back then, it was basically, you were born into military. Like, I mean, if you were not going to be a priest or someone in the church, if you were not going to be a, rich old blue blood, you would be then a officer. That is just the path it took. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War. And tract of bounty land. And he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. Oh, we are in North Carolina. Okay. But it started as a simple log cabin, built by Silas' own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife, Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Mary Joseph Scarlet. Meanwhile, Kanika is just reading Madoka manga. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, and it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You are finished with this one. A few entries catch your eye. Wampus Cat, a large cat-like creature with a loud howling voice, often said to sound like a woman crying in pain. Tommyknockers, cave-dwelling creatures, primarily known for causing mischief. Telipo, a small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. Wampus Cat. Oh, Harry Potter in die Appalachien. Heimisch und ähnelt äußeren Erscheinungen gewöhnlichen Berglöwe oder Puma. Oh, also das ist die Lion Thing. Okay. Potter-Warnung, zumindest eine abgeleitete Information, die letzten vorgestellten Aktionen im Potter. Okay. Spoiler innerhalb des Artikels. Am gründlichsten haben die Cherokee innenlebende Wampuskatze untersucht und nur Cherokee-Kriegern ist es je gelungen, sich Wampuskatzenhaar für den Einsatz als Zauberstabkern zu beschaffen. Eines der Häuser amerikanischen Zauberschule Ilvermorny ist nach der Wampuskatze benannt. Wampuskatze ist empfindungsfähig, also it knows emotion and has feelings. So yeah, let's see. Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus Cat is originated with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of the region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are those of great sadness, and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition. Ooh, Tommyknockers. Originated Cornish mythology. Spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They are named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in or carve-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. So that is basically real, right? Or at least has a real connection, like you hear some cracking before it gives. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the supporters of mines and collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, The hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Ooh. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he had drawn his gun and fired at the thing. His hunger guided his actions. But it was quick and ran back through his hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. Guess this will have to do, he said to his dog and threw the tail in a pot to cook the soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into it. That must be a giant tail. Satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up and the sounds of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been. In the gloom, he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. I want my telepo. A high hoarse voice. A high hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. Go away! He screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of his long claws striking across hardwood accompanying its movement. I want my telepo! The creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you, the hunter squeaked, his voice catching on his throat with fear. But there was no dog to be seen. I want my telephone! Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure that what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney, standing alone in the woods. Okay. Well then, I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Alright, if we are going to, with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. We are not in Ohio though, right? I really do dig the music that this game has. That could be one way you actually do buy the soundtrack, because it does seem worth it. What about you all? Find anything? Hey there, I'm Cat. Poop. Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Oh, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. And with that look... What is that look he is giving? I'm getting jealous. I'm not having this. Keep away from Stella, man. Or I have to separate her from another animal. Ah, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Ah. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought of people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Why do you let a paper shredding freely wander library? Well, I'm gonna leave Pixel be, I guess, because otherwise that would be... The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Alright, I'd better get back to shelving. And see, in this one I actually think the silent option was the better one. Let me know if you all need anything. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? Spurwister, do you think there's a cult here? Oh my, there's a lot going on. Any luck with Rosalina? Huh, not yet. I know a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it would happen overnight. She's already gone, man. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual hunts. Explore Whisper. So what about the nuclear incidents? You were talking about the Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah. Apparently in the 16s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up mid-air and dropped a couple of bombs. Yeah, I mean, back in the good old days, America also tested a shit ton of nuclear stuff, even on their own people, with not so much regard on anyone's well-being, because obviously there were more important things that needed to be done. There was a race that needed to be won, and it was probably a race to disaster. Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully it didn't go off. Sorry, that chocolate egg, that was way more to chew from than I expected. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch, which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Right, so that is gonna be our savior. We uncover the location of the hidden nuclear bomb, and then we are gonna bomb all of the hitchlings away. Right? Sorry, I think I need another few minutes. Because I've already been streaming for like 6 hours. And for some reason, I don't know how other people do it, or maybe it is because I'm just, trying to talk a lot and blah. But yeah, I'm constantly getting sick when I'm, talking for too long. That is entirely my fault. I'm weak and frail. But yeah, if you give me another few minutes, I'm gonna let you listen to Friday Night, and I do hope that it doesn't get muted, right? And like I said, 4:36, right, or 4:38. That is how long I said I would actually go tonight. So, yeah, we have almost an hour left then, or 45 minutes. So. Let me just catch my breath. Actually, untangle my tongue, I guess. Okay, sorry. I just needed a bit. Still capturing? Still there? Yes, good. Okay. Well, if I remember correctly, they just fucking up the first line already. They just buried it and sealed it up. I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. So the nuke made the dishlings. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many dishlings here? So, oh god, we are screwed. Yeah, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. Not that we should be looking too hard at the disaster angle. Whatever these creatures are, they are biological. Look, you never know with radiation. Yeah, just look at the cat. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters, and a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. But it could. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. See, exactly what I was about to say. Stella knows what's up. I've missed this. You don't really seem like you do. Let's talk about Appalachian folk monsters. Yeah, they do sound like they should be wrong. Yeah. Wampus cats kind of sound like... Wait, she is laughing and she is looking... Okay. Voice like a woman crying out there, somewhere between person-sized and cat-sized. Definitely, they are 100% mountain lions. Kanika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic. But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends just haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either hoax or someone getting confused about the perfectly normal animal. Sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank, then folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs and got freaked out, and now here we are. You'll eat those words when you get the first clear footage of a Bigfoot. If you manage that, I will print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it. I promise. I'm holding you to it. Stella, there was literally a mountain lion in the ditchling nest last night. Yeah. 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 Maybe it was a bobcat. They can get pretty big, you know. Yeah, that is actually a question that I would have. Did we have time to look at that? There was a whole assortment of animals. From as small as little birds to as big as wolves. So, yeah, sure. Could also be mountain lions, I guess. It could be a lynx. Or at least lynx-sized. Do you think Wayne is a Tommyknocker? I mean, when we are already on it. Maybe he's the ghost of a dead miner. That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea shop. He snuck up on us last night and called out Steve by name. There's definitely something wrong with that guy. Like seriously wrong. But I don't think he's a ghost. It's worth keeping him in mind though. That's fair. Ghosts tend to be tied to a specific place. Though maybe he's haunting the whole town. He's not a ghost because ghosts aren't real. I've also seen him touch stuff. Well, my mom used to tell me about, ooh, look how they are listening so intently to my story. It's almost like having friends that listen to you when you talk. That's strangely comforting and nice. I could never wish for something like that, because I have not earned it. My mom used to tell me that Telepo story. When I was little, I also don't know how to. I can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did. I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Telepo. The one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Now I know that's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. That's rational. I hate rational. It doesn't mean it's not the chimneys from Telepo. I've camped out there a couple times and seen some pretty spooky stuff. Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. Raccoons can be pretty spooky. Also very cute. You're gonna get rabies one of these days chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge. Let's move on. Do you think there's a cult here? I mean, do you think that there's like a cult here? Maybe the Ditchlings were actually nudists doing some sort of weird ritual. Haha, very funny. You were there with me last night, Steve. You know as well as I do that whatever we saw, it wasn't human. It didn't have genitals, so it couldn't be that. Well, let's talk of the veins. So about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevice. A union-busting mine collapsed from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? Poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. I'm not sure how they tie in, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. I mean, should I be saying that as a Scarlet? Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what that sculpture out in front is for. Commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it or whatever. Low bar if you ask me. Yeah, there were also those chimney kids that died young, which is just terrible, like literally not even kindergarten age, because they were small enough to fit in the chimneys. Like, I mean, and of course you did it because you were poor. That's like all kinds of fucked up. Could be what they are warning us about. Another collapse. Writing it down for the potential disaster list. Geez, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with that kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. You all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right? No, I don't think so. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. I would think, like, the right thing to say in my mind would be that, okay, but what if the ditchlings? Like, that it seems like the best follow-up. What happened after? The book just kinda glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly what most ethically run business. No offense or anything. I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did. Still hasn't let the union in though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. You guys seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw. That's what happens when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. He got run out of town on a rail, you know? And that's not a figure of speech. Back then, oh, that is what the tapestry is out in front. They actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it over on the far wall. Yeah, he got off easy, if you ask me. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? Maybe they are some sort of subterranean creature the miners accidentally dug up. Maybe there's something down there making people sick. I mean, you can make your own suggestions here. Wait, like the miners dug them up or something? Not gonna lie, at this point I'd believe that. It'd certainly tick off a bunch of cryptid boxes. The mines have been active for over 150 years. I'd be surprised if they had only managed to dig something up now. You guys seem pretty serious about this, huh? Oh man, there was something else that I wanted to... Ugh. So, Scarlet. I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. I guess he was a product of a different time. Who knows what future generations will think when they look back on us. Wow, talk about a self-made man. Seems like a great dude. It must be one of those burial ground situations, right? Like in Poltergeist. This town is stuck in the past and built on atrocities. It's already practically collapsing onto itself, no offense. He seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what it has to do with the bad omens or creatures in the woods. Well, didn't I bring it up? I don't think he's really relevant to whatever's happening right now. No, I brought it up, so yeah. I get it. It's like a burial situation thing. Absolutely not. Even I know that's just urban legend stuff. If Stone Land is cursed, then all of the North America is cursed. Yeah, Scarlet Hollow isn't special. There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff on my notes. Maybe we should check that out at the next stop. We can poke around, find out... Ah, damn, there was so much to say there. God damn it. Damn it. I actually hoped that maybe it would save a little bit earlier, that I could go back. Major decisions. Took some boiled peanuts from a stranger. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you are suggesting that we go to question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally, 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. Still, there was so many more talking options that I feel like it's now an absolute waste. All of that Sealer stuff. Then again, I probably did not want to have to say about their town. Oh yeah, no offense, but it's shit. Look, they have a diner here, and they have SoL broadcast and anime. So, you know, it is good enough. You can live here. I promise, Neeks. We are just going to question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, and if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out whatever happened to Wayne while we're at it. Finally, the opportunity I've been looking for to get to know Tabitha. Oh, shouldn't we have been looking for his daughter? I'm sure Tabitha's going to love us snooping around. Same goes for all of us, honestly. I can't think of a single person in town Tabitha would be happy to see. We'll just have to make sure we don't get caught. We'll be super sneaky. I can even keep a lookout. Look at us, going out on a caper tonight together. I miss this. On a caper? I'm guessing hidden mission. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we have seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he has been too sick. I didn't realize he was getting so bad, that poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Steve. Me? Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it and drag him right into the next cave. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you all posted. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. So basically like my home here, where I'm with my parents. So, yeah, that is why I do appreciate the toned down horror stories, where it's not so scary. You know, because the old house, like especially when I'm here, when it is getting colder, so in to Halloween streams, we have done multiples of those already here. And yeah, like that was not particularly well. I mean, doesn't really matter, but still, when it is getting cold, obviously old house, like ours too. So everything is creaking, all of the floorboards, because you know the wood is moving, and yeah, that is when you have hardcore horror stuff and you are alone. Out there, it's just the woods, and in here, it's creaking everywhere. It adds a certain atmosphere. Reese, at Stella, I brought some buddies too. Shh, not so loud, he's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if... Wow, her stuttering? Is that really in character? If it would be okay if Reese could come out, hang out with us. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us has gotten a chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Steve would get along super well too. Stella, if Reese is that sick, we shouldn't be dragging him along adventures. They're nothing strenuous at all. Yeah, so here comes my introduction scene. You hold out your pungent bag of peanuts. Maybe you can bribe Reese's mom into letting him hang out with you. Oh man, that was the best thing. He can't eat peanuts. Oh, that is what is killing him. Reese's mom turns back to the house sighing. Sorry. I know that was a little rude. Oh, sorry, and I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. She sighs again, as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and you hang out for a bit. There. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it will brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Steve. Yes, see? The peanuts worked. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? What, do you want to kill him? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine, you can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. Okay, no dogs. Thanks so much. That she is so shaken up by this? Like, or shaken up, she seems kind of afraid of her, but that would be really out of character, right? Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking in place can be heard from within. God, that woman makes me so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? Okay, so the game is acknowledging her behavior. That's good. I'm fine. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she is just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without a van. Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take too long for me to get there. See, and that is also nice. Those little quirks that they have. You're welcome to tag along, Steve. Don't worry. I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Okay, I do want to know though. The mines have got to be ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Steve. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. But I'm feeling even worse if she actually has to. I know I should say ride with Kanika because it would be the normal thing. But, you know, I'll walk with Stella into the woods again. We'll meet you there. The woods are calm and serene. All according to plan. Just, well, the game doesn't give me a choice. I have to go with the cute girl alone through the woods. The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, though you can't help but get the feeling that danger lurks just beyond the trees. Hey, thanks for coming along with me. I still don't know what is with the cars. Should we talk about last night though? Like actually talk about it? It's hard to imagine you and Kanika doing videos together. She is such a skeptic. She is such a hater. It's nice to get some well, it's nice to get to spend more time out here with you. I mean, yes, sure, but I guess I should keep that hidden for me. I'm good. I appreciate the offer, but I'd really rather not get into it. Well, then we are gonna go with this. Yesterday was fun minus all the bad parts. Oh, that's really nice. Is it just me, or does this conversation feel kind of stilted? I mean, this is not a keen eye exploration, right? So... Hey, do you think the Dishlings might be aliens? The thought has definitely crossed my mind, but it's hard to say. They don't seem very smart. But I mean, we could also have stupid aliens coming to us, right? We should entertain that possibility just as much. The idea of aliens coming here because of their superior technology. No, it could be just some idiots stumbling around and they are just better with handling space. But they did make that weird corpse circle, remember? I've been trying to not jump to conclusions, but it was hard seeing something like that and not immediately making a connection to crop circles. What if they have some kind of alien technology that predicts the future? So they know something bad is about to happen and they try to warn us, hence the legends. That is a very interesting thought. Convoluted, but yes. It's a thought. The conversation comes to a dramatic halt, both of you whirling around to face the source of the sound. Oh. It's just a bird. Guess we are both a little on edge, huh? And instantly an arm snatches out and... Let's hurry to the mine. It shouldn't be much further. Although the bird is not safe, apparently. Kanika casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. She has forgotten to actually activate the handbrake. So now the van is rolling backwards down the hill. Hey. You all have a good walk? It was alright. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They are probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we are all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. Wow, and she kicked you out? We are probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. And only one of us is going in. What's the third person doing? I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about? I'm not interested in sneaking around. Well. I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about? Tabitha and I aren't exactly friends. And pretty much all of the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know. Oh, welcome back, son. How are you doing? How was your nap? I had just above you Luna actually waking up. It's probably for the best, Steve. So what's the third person gonna do? You know, those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Oh, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of the van? That I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. Well, I've got this. You'll do great. Here's those earbuds I mentioned earlier. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck. And Stella can give you heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? That was nice. Good to hear. Although not very long, huh? 9 more minutes. Then I'm back to sleeping as well. Yeah. It's just a constant cycle of sleeping, waking up, streaming. That's exactly what it is. It is true though. Like when my parents ask me to watch the house, they always think like all of the lazing about that I'm doing, and yes, that is kind of true. But then I'm also like doing their chores that they give me, and you know, some extra stuff that I can't really do when they are around, like, you know, cleaning out my room. I do that like every time they actually like you know, because it gets dusty regardless of whether I'm here or not. So I, you know, basically carry everything out and put it out in the hallway, and yeah, obviously my mother cannot take that. So then if I sleep here, I obviously don't want to sleep in the dusty room. And yeah, the rest is basically then streaming and stuff. So I, you know, and my parents then come home after the, you know, after the time that they spent on their vacation, and think, well, you must have been just doing lazing about and fuck all. And that is kind of true, because I really can't tell them about streaming, because they hate that. Like how much time I'm wasting with stupid bullshit. See, and because of opinions like that, I'm taking to their wine cellar and liquor cabinet. I gotta repay myself somehow. Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mines. Also, the most horror thing you have missed was that I bit myself on the lip. And now the liquor is actually burning extra strong. Just in all of the wrong places. Your phone buzzes. Hey. Can you hear us? Try saying something. Nope. Can't hear you, sorry. Very funny. You're coming through crystal clear on my end. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of Scarlet Hollow Mine. Yeah, mouse are pretty tricky to off. That is very correct. It is taking most of my brain cells. Explorer, I'm in. Alright, Morpheus. Good to know. Well, let's just approach the miners, I guess. You approach the nearest group of miners. A blonde woman. Women can be miners. Oh hey, a cat. I did not think it was possible. No, like that kind of surprised me. I thought it would be a very cliche portrayal. Which, as cliche as it is, but it would not be weird, right? When you have the people working on their oil rigs and whatever, it is also like 95% men, right? A broad-shouldered man and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Sachs, so the ones that I've seen at the diner. You got a reason to be bothering us? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? You all should get out of town. Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Yeah, we know. You popped into the diner and just stared at everyone there. That townie you were with made sure we knew who you were. What's that supposed to mean? I was just introducing you. It's polite. How can we help? So I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt that said, I want to yeah. He said he had some friends working in the mines up here. Does this have anything to do with what's going on in town? A lot of people wear beanies. He also talked about how he used to push joggers into Baltimore Harbor. Does that ring any bells? Well, he gave me those. He gave me some boiled peanuts. Do y'all want any? Oh no. Is that where you got those things? Right, that is... I like that the game actually goes with that. Oh my god, they're at least a day old at this point. Pass. No thanks. I'm good. Now, is there anything else we can help you with? Really? Oh man. My peanuts didn't actually help me out. The horror. I don't know what else to talk with people when even my peanuts don't help. Don't know anything about a guy named Wayne. Yeah, we know him. He was such a cut up, Mr. Dude. Why are you talking about him in the past tense? I met him last night. Good question. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that guy you all said was, well, I guess he ain't. And he hasn't even skipped town, huh? A pretty unexpected turn of events, if you ask me. What a relief. Thought something awful had happened to that poor guy. What do you think happened to him? Some sort of cop? What do you think you are? Well, just tell me what happened. Fuck off. Hey, Sax, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyway. Sorry. The miners pack up their things and leave. Maybe it was just me, but they seemed to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you. Don't worry about the miners storming off like that. That's some pretty good info. I'm gonna approach another group. Although I think Tabitha is coming out before I actually reach her with this. Mystical, before you can reach the miners, you are stuck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night, when you set your eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Okay, exterminator. Oh, Mystical. Attack him? Ghost. Your buddies seem to think you're dead. What are you? Flesh and blood, much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Steve, are you still there? We have just been getting static from you. Oh, don't mind me. Our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Oh, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? Explore Mystical. Whatever he is, I don't think he is human. Ah. He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week. I wonder why. If the I wonder why wasn't there, I would pick this. But the I wonder why adds such a... Oh, I don't know what is going on, but my mystical is obviously telling me I know that something horrible is, you know. So yeah. I hate to say it, but between the way those miners talked about him and how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like actually a ghost? You hate to say it, Stella. I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. That is actually exactly right. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real, doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Steve. Oh no, this ghost can harass me all week long. He told me to stay at the... okay. Oh well. What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. Yeah, you know, while we are at this, you're actually right. I'm already playing for 2 minutes longer than I should. So when we have... Yeah. The plot thickens. That is actually a great ending point. Yeah. Much thick. So, I'm gonna call it here as well. Yeah. You know what? Let's do it like this. I'm gonna see you tomorrow when we play more of this. I probably should have... Oh man, I should have probably started this earlier, this game. Now, I mean, I started it at the earliest possible convenience for myself, right? Because we did play What Comes After, we did play Nightcall. Nightcall, we know that, okay, we can actually play another case. So the next time I'm having a streaming block, I'll probably play Nightcall. But yeah, this one is gonna be... I'm gonna miss Black Book over this. Because I actually thought I would play Black Book since we started last time, but now I have to actually hold it off even longer. Which, I mean, yeah, I would have had to basically start over again. So maybe we'll just actually start it over again the next stream block I get as a game, story game, whatever. But yeah, this is definitely fun. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. So we'll have more of it tomorrow. And I'll probably see you then, son. So thank you for hanging out. Have, well, other good night sleeps, whatever you're gonna do now. Enjoy your flashlight until I'm back, and I'll see you then. Have a good one.